Hey, what's up, family? It's the Braids and Goddess, and today I'm just gonna make kind of a different kind of video. I'm making a video for a challenge that I'm in with the online super coach, and today's challenge was to speak about an issue or an adversity that you had and how you overcame it, and post it publicly. And I'm like, I don't do this. So I spent some time and some meditation just kind of thinking, and I was trying to figure out what is something that would be helpful to people, and, what is something that would be most appropriate, and all these different things. And it came down to, what is your actual story? You know what I mean? Because you'll see the point of this story, you'll get why I had this conversation with myself. So as you can see, it's still something that I do go through on a daily basis, and I do overcome or have to overcome on a daily basis. But if you've had a similar story, definitely comment. Let me know what you went through and how you've made a change in your life when it comes to your confidence. So just to get into it, if you don't know me very well, I have been homeschooled all my life. So growing up, from a child reading at 3-4 years old to graduation at 15, I was homeschooled. And I did still have peers. I went to online high school, and spoke with a lot of people, even met some people in person, and that was really cool. But also I had a friend group, like a very strong friend group. And with my friend group of people who were raised around me, a lot of those people were raised, the same way. We went through a lot of the same things. We had a lot of the same experiences. I was vegan growing up, so that was already with my family just like a very strange thing. It was a totally alien thing with my family. We, basically used herbs and natural remedies and things like that when it came to healing ourselves. And basically the only time I've ever been to the hospital is when I was born. So that tells you, we use it for everything. We use different remedies for everything. So it was a very healthy upbringing, and it's definitely something that I feel like my children deserve the same thing. But of course, we had peers also that were not raised the same way. It's not a bad thing. I feel like you get a different perspective from people who are raised a different way than you are. You get knowledge and wisdom from those people, just like they get knowledge and wisdom from you. So to have those friends in your life is also a good thing. But we had a tight community around us, was my point. So basically my friends were all kind of like-minded. We were experimental in certain ways, but we all understood, what the mission of the way that we were raised was, what the point was, who we were supposed to be, and what we were supposed to do. And I think that was important. An important element is having those peers. Once we all got older and went into different things, like some of us went to college, some of us, you just get to that point where then people were starting to ask you, what are you going to do with your life, and things like that. You're figuring yourself out. It's like, that's the hard part of puberty. So you're figuring out, who am I? What do I want to do? What do I enjoy? What do I want to share? What do I, what do I have to defend? What do I, just all those different things that you're learning about life. And at that point was a time where our community really changed. And so the people in our community now, we had a different set of peers. Like I said, some people went off to college, some people went to different things. We all, just basically went about our different ways in our different lives. And we still kept in touch, definitely, but it just wasn't as close as it was before. So the main people that I remember talking to around, the time of maybe 15 or whatever, were people who were not raised the way that I was. Like I said, not a bad thing. Learned a lot of different things. Some good, some bad. But at this time, I felt like I had to live duplicity. I felt like I had myself, who is my normal, natural self, the way that I was raised, the way that I thought, the way that I lived. And then I felt like when I was out with my peers, whether I was at the mall or wherever I was with them, I felt like I had to behave in a way that they understood. And looking back on it now is really interesting, because I think at the time I didn't put that much thought into it. I thought that this is what I guess everybody did at this age or whatever it is, but I felt like, this is what I had to do, because they wouldn't understand why I eat a certain way, why I do certain things. And I think too, it comes down to, I didn't have a full level of confidence. I had certain confidence, which, people understood that I was different. They could tell that right off, like, you're not from around here, right? But I think that I didn't have a full level, 100% confidence in who I was. And it's really interesting, because then coming into adulthood, which is like your second puberty, or maybe just a continuation of one long set of puberty, whatever. And then also coming into a serious relationship with my now husband, it was really interesting, because it was like coming into friendships, and finding certain levels of confidence, because I feel like in the past maybe 2-3 years have I really came to an understanding of who I am, and then in the past year come to 100% confidence, and yes, this is who I am. When somebody meets me, they meet who I truly am, you know what I mean? Because then you still have I want to be cool, I want people to understand me, I want people to want to be around me, or whatever it is. So I feel like I came to a point getting older and having to adult, getting older, to be more confident, because then at one point I was also a teacher's assistant. I was doing a lot of teaching online. I've had a lot of different businesses, y'all. And the different businesses that I've had, I feel like never really, or the ones that did succeed were because I was myself. And the ones that did not succeed were because I was a little bit too generic in my approach. And it's that's not fully you. You know what I mean? And I feel like people can tell. And when people feel like they can get value from who you truly are, but you give them a watered down version because you feel like that's what they'll understand, then they don't really get all the value that they can from who you truly are. And so, like I said, coming into marriage, I had to realize you have a certain responsibility to who you truly are, and to being confident in who you truly are. Because teaching children, eventually having children, now I have a son and I also have a stepson, and I treat them both the same way. What I really want to impart in them is love of who you truly are 100%, and not just love of who you are, because you can love who you are but not be 100% confident. And when someone meets you, they meet your true self. You know what I mean? So in the past, I should say, year, the realization that I've come to is to stop struggling with it. Stop struggling with it, period. Stop struggling with it. And whether somebody likes you or dislikes you, fear of them not liking you with who you truly are is pretty much irrelevant when it comes to, meeting people. Because if they like you, but they don't like your true self, then they don't like you anyway. So that was pretty mind blowing for me. That was a turning point for me. If they like you, but they don't like who you truly are, then they don't like you. So that was one thing that I feel like has been a big struggle, and I think that a lot of people who are raised the same way I have, and definitely my brothers and sisters, there are 7 of us, I think some of us have also gone through the same thing, is that we just felt like our peer group who weren't raised the same way that we were just would not understand what we went through. But I feel like if you never give someone a chance to actually know you, then they'll never actually know you, and then they can never like you. So that's my story. If anybody, like I said, has a similar story or just wants to share your story, please comment below. Please inbox me if you don't feel comfortable sharing. But that's how basically I've come to confidence in who I am, what I'm here to do, what I'm here to share with the next generation, what I want to see for my sons in the future, and what I want to see for every child that I come in contact with in the future. You know, everybody that I come in contact with in the future. And that's really the whole reason why I became a coach, became a fitness trainer. That's my story, y'all. And feel free to share your story. Feel free to let me know if your story was nothing like that. Feel free to talk. This is a discussion topic, basically. Also, this is one of the reasons why I feel so passionate about fitness, and why I feel so passionate about health, and why I feel so passionate about holistic fitness, because I think people take it in one regard, you know, where your body looks good, you should feel great. And that's not always the case. I think that with fitness, it gives you a tool towards confidence, but that's not the only component that you need. I feel like you have to have fitness, but then you also have to have mental fitness, and you have to have a certain level of spiritual fitness, and you have to have a certain level of emotional fitness. You know, you have to develop all parts of yourself, or your body can't even be as strong as it is. You know, I study with my mother's organization, the Body Temple Institute, and you can actually check out her website, and she has like different health information, herbal healing information, things like that. But she always says that the body is basically a representation of the mind. And she always says the body don't lie. Like, that's her motto. The body don't lie. And your body can only be as strong as your mind is. Your body can only be as strong as you are mentally. Your body can only be as strong as you are emotionally. You know, you have to be able to get through certain things and to resolve certain things within yourself before you can get stronger physically. And that's something that I take into my training. Like, I have to take that into account when I'm training myself. You know, when I'm training other people, if I'm just you know, whatever it is that I'm doing, I have to take that into account. The body don't lie. And so that, I feel like that's something else that you'll see more. I'll be posting more videos when it comes to online training and stuff like that, because that's what I plan to do. I recently got certified, so I'm actually going to be starting my business here in the next month. I'm about to launch the website soon, so very excited about that. If you are interested in just talking more about this, or talking more to me about anything relating to fitness or health or holistic fitness, anything like that, definitely inbox me, and I would love to have a conversation with you. Peace, y'all.